I'm looking at your.
Hey, you guys want to hear my impression of Victoria today?
Very accurate. I sound just like that.
I do. I think we can agree that you're in a bit of a mood today.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you have a case of the Mondays on No Pants Friday. So, you know what I say to that?
It's been busy.
No Pants Friday, no Pants Friday, no pants, no pants, no Pants Friday.
You feel better now?
No. Your hat looks funny, all lit up in
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just so you know, minutes before the show started, Vicky said, "There better be good questions today. I got work to do." Does that sound like you? Because that was what you said. I think that sounds like you. There better be some good questions. I got things to do. I'm losing money here.
I didn't say that. I said
You kind of did.
Listen. Q4 is a little busy.
Oh, sorry, you're selling so much stuff and making so much money. It's making you cranky.
I have so much stuff to do.
Anyway, now I'm getting a little warm because I turned the heat up. And I have, technically, I sort of have pants on. I have pajama pants on. But I think that's okay because I was a little chilly. But I am wearing my cool Christmas hat that lights up.
Mm-hmm. It still lights up. I got you that last year.
Yep, see? Lights up. So you can see the lights a little bit better. Wee, 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 wee. And I'm wearing my Festivus t-shirt. So I think that's pretty awesome.
Even though it's not Festivus yet. You know where to get when we go celebrate Festivus?
Did you know it's not effing Christmas yet? Look around the house. What's that? What's this? What's that? What's that? What's this? I don't know why I'm pointing to you. We literally have 4 Christmas trees up. It is December 7th. It is not Christmas yet. And yet I'm getting shit because I'm wearing a Festivus t-shirt. It's not Festivus. It's a holiday for the rest of us, okay? Yeah, that's right. I'm airing my grievances right now. Right now I'm airing them. And I'm going to air them on Festivus too. Okay?
Oh, I'm done.
Don't make me start the feats of strength. Anyway, guys, what is happening? In case you didn't know, I'm Katie. This is Vicky, aka Victoria, aka LV Pink Panther, aka Crybaby Pee Pee Pants, aka my fiance, aka I Rolly McGee. So rude.
Very rude.
Rude. Anyway, guys, yeah, Dana says Vicky's obviously wearing her Krabby Pants today. That's true. Actually, she's got some pretty cool pants on today I haven't seen before. So, yes, airing of grievances. No, we seriously do celebrate Festivus with a group of peeps here in Vegas. It's really fun. One of our friends, he actually built he has like a pole with a stand. It always falls over, so he has to hold it the whole time.
It's Festivus pole.
The Festivus pole, right, that you have to set the Christmas tree. And so we actually do the whole thing. Well, we don't really do a whole lot. We really don't do the feats of strength, but we do.
We do the fake feats of strength.
We do the fake feats of strength. We take all of our pictures with the Festivus pole, and then we go and we have a big meal, and then we go around the table, and everybody gets to. We really do get to air our grievances. It's a lot of fun. So we'll be doing that again this year.
The day before Christmas Eve, which is Festivus.
Yeah. Yeah. Fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Fine. Okay. You're like really stuck on like this. What day is the actual day of Festivus, and when I may or may not wear anything that has anything to do with Festivus prior to the actual date. Little Miss, I set up my Christmas decorations 5 months before Christmas, and
because they're pretty.
Yeah, she pretty much wants to set them up the day after Thanksgiving, and if it can't be done the day after Thanksgiving, then they're just not going up at all because they have to be up for months at a time, pretty much.
Yep.
Teresa, you shut your mouth.
Thank you, Teresa.
You shut your mouth. But anyway, what's happening?
Wait, Gretchen's got the best news of all. She's at the hospital waiting for her first grandchild to be born.
What?
7 centimeters and getting excited.
Ooh, that's very exciting. Do you get to actually watch the baby come out? Because that's really exciting. My sister has 4 kids, and I was able to be there for 3 of them. And it seriously is pretty much the most awesome thing to experience ever. So I hope you do. I don't know how many people she wants to have it.
I don't know. I had a C-section, so I didn't even see my own kid being born.
I would have watched that. That would have been awesome.
They don't really let you.
I know, but it's lame.
You're in the room, but they put like a tent, kind of.
Yeah. Frenchie says her house is throwing up Christmas also. I want to see pictures of that.
Me too.
Are you going to do...
we should take some pictures. We haven't even taken pictures.
Frenchie, are you going to do a Christmas wrap video?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I would like to see...
MC Frenchie.
Little
Frenchie. Maybe get like a gold grill going on. And you can be Lil Frenchie. Bust out some rhymes.
Ooh, Lori. Good question. Pulling a Katie and moving during Q4, moving this weekend, actually. Tips on moving inventory and staying open for business during a move. Might be a little late for you to implement these tips.
I mean, it depends. It depends on how organized your actual inventory is. Because I think the key for me when I moved is that before I actually moved, I was here visiting, and I actually have a video up on this channel. I was here visiting, and we reorganized the garage. I put in racks. I basically got it so it was all ready for my inventory to be put away. And then when I packed everything up, like I have all of my jackets are hanging. I have hundreds of jackets, and they all hang on racks. And I actually left them all on their hangers. Like what I did is, I mean, I don't remember if you can actually see it in the truck, but basically in the moving truck, I built a wall out of my bins, and then we laid all the jackets behind it. We literally had, at the time she was like 10 years old, my 10-year-old niece was back up there, and she was like pushing all the, she was like seriously like
sitting on them,
like pushing them down. So when I got here, all of my inventory was in bins and on hangers. And I basically, all I had to do was, it took like what, a half an hour to unload everything. I took all the bins out. Maybe an hour, but there was only 2 of us, and we basically, all the racks were there ready to go. And so I just hung everything up, and my bins were all there. So it's like, I didn't even have 1 day extended handling. Like I shipped stuff out on Monday, just like I normally would. But it really has to do with like, you need to be able to access all of your stuff when you get to wherever you're moving and know where it is. So I don't know what your setup's like.
If you're doing it this week, it'd be tough. It just make sure that you pack in the way that you can unload quickly. It's all about how you pack it up.
Right.
Packing it up and being able to find everything too and load it.
Yeah, for sure. Gretchen says she enjoyed watching all the t-shirts I showed. Yeah, I did a live unboxing yesterday of a huge box of t-shirts and stuff. I am working on, I think what I'm going to do sometime in the near future, in the next, I don't know, month or 2, is I will do a show, maybe like I'll do it as a live show. So it'll basically be kind of like, I don't know, you call it a webinar, but we'll probably just do it as a live show. Where I'll actually go through like systematically, like, you know, buying and selling t-shirts. We'll talk about vintage t-shirts. I'll show how to identify vintage t-shirts. I'll show a lot of the tags. I'll also show, even for stuff that's not vintage, what stuff is worth getting or not getting, what sells, what doesn't sell, kind of like how I approach it, because it's like, you know, there's a bazillion different t-shirt designs out there. It's not like I can say this t-shirt is one you need to look for. There's kind of a thought process behind like why I pick certain ones that I do. And so I'll keep you guys posted, but we'll do that sometime in the next couple of months. I know
that's not a we, that's a you.
I know, but I would need your help. Because like if I do it live, I'm gonna need your help, like helping me with questions and stuff like that, so I can.
Gotcha. All right.
You'll be my beautiful assistant, beautiful sidekick.
Lucky me. All right. So Kelly asked a question. Let's get that before it floats away. Favorite Christmas song?
Mine is like kind of tied up between 2. Probably number 1. Absolute favorite Christmas song is Last Christmas by Wham.
Me too.
And specifically the Wham version. It's a couple of years ago, it like got back really into style, and it seemed like everybody was doing covers of it. And I've yet to really hear a cover that I love. For the most part, they're really awful.
There was the one that the girl band did that was pretty good.
I don't know, but
I don't remember who it was. It was just like I don't even think it was a big girl band.
Yeah, the original was just so good, and I can still listen to it. I just love it. It's a great song. And it's got a sick burn in it. You know, like Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, how's it go?
That was great burn.
Well, what's the line? It says, this year I'll give it to someone. That's what it is. This year I'll give it to someone special. Meaning, you're not special, man. Sick burn. Sick burn. So take that. Anyway, that's my #1 favorite. But my other one is almost a tie. Almost a tie.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I think she's ridiculous, and from what I understand, kind of an asshole, Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah.
Which is a great, I'm sorry, but it's just such a great song. It's got such a great, it's like really fun to sing along to. And it's like,
so you like modern ones? I like the traditional ones. Like I love Wham, and I actually like, that's probably the only Mariah Carey song I like. But I really like the old school Christmas carols, like
yeah,
the Long Gloria, you know.
Yeah, I like more modern stuff. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
The one thing I hate is the Barbra Streisand version of the who sings the Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells. That really fast one.
I don't know.
Makes me want to punch babies.
Yeah.
I don't know which one that is, but it's god awful. I can't stand it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, Vicky says I never get tired of the Mariah Carey. Yeah, I don't listen to anything else by her. I don't particularly like that genre of music, but that is, to me, is just a great Christmas song that's really fun and upbeat.
Hey, Robin's in the house.
What's
so
up?
I see. What was the other question I saw there? Did her roast in the crock pot live up to the hype? Yeah, it was really good.
It was delicious. There's leftovers.
It was a good, yummy roast in a crock pot.
Yeah, and this one's hard to please. Like, she'll be like, well, you know, it was okay.
I didn't say it was okay.
No, I'm saying you're hard to please when it comes to food sometimes. Like, there's this curry chicken that I make that is like one of my favorite things I make.
It's really good.
She had no problem telling me, like, maybe wait a while on that. It's a little played out.
I just said that we've had it a lot frequently. So
because it's delicious.
I really like it. I don't want to get sick of it.
But I got a couple of other, because she's been cooking a lot lately, and so it's my turn for a while. And so I've got a couple other things I'm going to be making. A really good crockpot chili, and like turkey chili. And then I'm going to make, there's a couple of, I can't remember what the other ones were I'm going to make. I don't know. Like
my favorite thing, Christmas CD to play, I have two. I love George Winston, who is a classical pianist, and it's just the name of the CD is Winter. It's beautiful. It's my favorite Christmas CD to play. There's no words. And then I really love my old school albums. I love Bing Crosby's traditional Christmas one that we were playing earlier. I love like Mele Kalikimaka.
Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a Hawaiian Christmas Day. Mele Kalikimaka. See, I like that song.
It reminds me of my grandmother, because those are albums my grandmother used to play all day on Christmas Day when I was a kid. So yeah, I like all that stuff.
I do have a Christmas playlist that I like that's got like a bunch of, I need to add some more songs.
Susie likes some George Winston. I love George Winston. I have an Instant Pot. Like Katie's never used it, but I use it. I make a lot of stuff with it. I haven't used it in a while. I actually used it a lot more last year than I have now.
Yeah, we do have one. Man, I also wanted to bring up, so I wanted to give a shout out to our friend Wade. So Wade's Ventures, he has a YouTube channel. And man, so the other day, it was a couple days ago, I think he said something on Instagram about hitting 10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Right, and he hit like 5,000 like last month.
Well, we were like, well, he's been a little over 5,000 for a little while, but I was like, wait, it's like 10,000? What? How's it even happened?
Because we've been neck and neck within like 1,000.
Well, he's been ahead of us for a long time.
Yeah, but like not too far.
Yeah, because he's got a really big Instagram following, like 20,000 or something like that on Instagram. And so, but anyway, it was like all of a sudden he went from being ahead of us by like, I don't know, like 1,000 or something like that. And then all of a sudden he's like now he's like almost 12,000. And I was like, what happened? I went and looked, and it's like he's gained like 6,000 subscribers in the last month.
Which is not normal.
It's not normal. I'm
just so you know, about 400 to 600 a month it is a
regular
growth.
So I was like, what happened with his channel? And I went and looked, and he did like, so he's been doing like storage units and stuff. And he did the storage unit video, I don't even know, like a couple weeks ago. And it's got like 300,000 views, one video. So he had a video kind of go viral because it was like a vintage unclaimed storage locker that he was busting into.
Yeah, it had to have gone viral. Which is awesome.
It did. So I'm assuming, I'm guessing, because he had some storage unit ones before that. So I'm guessing that like it must have been shared somewhere because it went crazy. And so he got this huge influx of Oh yeah, Run DMC Christmas and Holidays. That's a good song.
That's a good one for sure.
Red Neckerson resales $1.27 super chat. Yay! You like that?
All right.
Anyway, I was super excited for him. I think that's pretty awesome, and it sounds like
I mean,
sure there's like a whole another
Mhm.
audience of like people who are into the storage units. So I came up with this idea. Here's what I'm thinking: we start going into haunted storage units, and we do ghost hunters and storage units, and we will get huge. We'll be huge, guys. We'll be huge.
But actually, he literally doubled in about 3 weeks his subscribers on
it's crazy,
YouTube, which is great. I'm very excited for him. I'm hoping that those subscribers like really
I will say
as active as you guys are and as his original set of people are.
Yeah. I will say one of the problems with like getting that when you have something go viral and you get like a whole bunch of subscribers all at once, one of the issues is you end up having like a lot of people watching your videos that aren't necessarily invested in you as a person or the channel. They're just, for whatever reason, they're watching. Because I was looking at the comments on that one that went viral, and I was like, there were some like real douchey like comments. Like a lot of people just like tear, like I think his mom was the one that was filming it, and they were just like tearing her apart because I guess she was commenting and stuff. And I'm like, man, it just like, kind of sucks because it's like all of a sudden all these people come out of the woodwork to basically just be jerks and troll the channel. Because it's like they haven't, it's like when you have that huge influx of all these people, it's like I'm sure a lot of those people didn't know who he was before they started following him, or kind of came to watch the channel, and then you just get jerks where it's like, really, does it really matter what you think about whatever? And I don't know. They were very upset that he didn't have a knife to open his boxes. Very upset.
There was a lot of
vitriol over that.
I don't know what makes people I don't even know, like have the balls, I guess, to make the kind of comments they make, but hiding behind a computer sometimes. Yes, like key lime kisses. Exactly. It's just it's weird because it's like, it's like whatever. I don't know. Kara's late to No Pants Friday. Had a yard sale today. Good for you.
Woo-hoo! Yeah, my thought about
Katie's wearing your gift right now.
Yeah,
she's wearing her.
I am
her angry. What's his name? What's
Grumpy Cat?
Grumpy Cat. Angry
Grumpy
Cat
pants.
Grumpy Cat.
I did have to cut them off because I think Kara, I think they were for somebody who's like 20 million feet tall. And I'm 5'10", so they were like really, really long, but I cut them off, so now they're fine. But I was gonna say my whole theory on people who are like, trolling and jerks and just jerks in general, whether it's online or in real life, bullies or whatever, it's because they're miserable people. It's like for whatever reason they are super miserable, and so they have to lash out at other people to make themselves, I guess, feel better in the moment. Because I'm like, if I don't like something, if I don't like a video on YouTube, I just stop watching it. I mean, I don't think I've ever given like a negative comment, and I think the only thing that maybe could is if I felt like it was a video that was somehow hurting other people. But even then, it's like I just wouldn't watch it. I don't even download videos. It's like, what's even the point?
I've never downloaded anything. But then again, I only watch a few people, and most of the people I watch I like. So
yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't take the time.
Yeah, thanks for the hat love, guys. Thank you. Yeah, see, she's into like my haunted storage units. I think it could be. I think it could.
Well,
really
being
work.
Kidnapped by the Game Master, you'll get to 1 million easy. Yeah. So I think we just got to pull in all the popular things and turn it into that. Yep. So
yeah. And you know what? I think it's awesome. And if he's gonna start doing like a lot of the storage units, like here, the thing with Wade is that he's a gambling man. He likes to do the sports betting. Like he does a lot of sports betting. I think he's pretty knowledgeable, so he knows what he's doing, and he does. I think he makes some money off of that. I know he plays the stock market. I know he does. He's like he does that like first thing in the morning.
Good day trading. Yeah.
He does day trading. And I know that, and he likes doing the storage units things. So the thing for me is that like I hate gambling. Well, I don't hate gambling. I hate losing. So like I like playing the slots, but I have to look at it as I'm paying money to be entertained. Because if I lose more than $40, I'm like, it kind of makes
cranky.
It kind of makes me like sick to my stomach a little bit. It's like I don't have anything to show for it. I think about the stuff I could have bought with that. So to me, like storage units are the same thing. Like you are spending this money.
I would do it. I would just need to be, if I were going to get into the storage unit thing, I would need to partner with someone. And my friend Jay has been real busy. He used to partner with someone else. He doesn't partner with anybody anymore. I would have to partner probably with Jay because he would take the the heavy local flippable hard good stuff, because he's real good at doing that part of it, and I would take the smaller stuff. So it's just, I'd need a partner.
Well, and that's a whole nother part of it. So for me, it's like, I would hate the part where I spend money and potentially don't find anything. I mean, on the other side, yeah, you are possibly going to find some really amazing stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to just go into a thrift store and buy. So there's that side of it. But I would just have a hard time. Like, I spent a couple $100 and I end up with a bunch of crap. And then the other part is what you're talking about, where it's like, you got to figure out, it's like when we talked to Sarah Caramel, Sarah, who we did the show with us, she does that stuff. It's like,
I haven't seen her in a while, actually.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you have to like have a whole, you have to figure out, you have to haul everything, you have to clean it out, you have to throw away all the stuff that needs to be thrown away, you have to donate whatever needs to be donated, you got to figure out like, where's this going to go, where am I going to sell this? And that's just not me, but for other people that works really well, and it sounds like it's something that people are really into seeing. So Glow just busted out a $10 super chat. Listen to the best Christmas song in the world. It's so bad and so good and bad. Love you too. Thanks for the content. Awesome, Glow. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Let's do a little bit of, let's see. What's a good song?
I think you should make it.
I'm trying to think of like a good Christmas song.
That you just said, The Last Christmas.
Well, but last Christmas, I gave you my heart, and the very next day, you super chatted me. This year, you super chat me again, and I think you're really awesome. Last Christmas, you super chat. Don't you look at, that's a $10 super chat. I gotta give like a full, I gotta like have like verses and like choruses, maybe a bridge. I don't know. $10.
Keep going.
Yeah.
You aren't done.
Whatever. Shut your mouth. Rude. Ruined everything. Glow, I'm sorry that she ruined your super chat.
Hashtag Vicky ruins everything. Just ask Teresa.
Anyway, Glow, thank you so much. I've been seeing you commenting on our videos. We really appreciate you watching and participating.
Yeah, so, thank you.
Yeah, Justin Packman said it had like 70,000 views in just a day or two.
Crazy. I don't know if it was his tag words that he used or it got picked up by something and shared somewhere that he's not aware of. I don't know, but that's a crazy amount of views. I'm super excited for him. That's really cool.
Well, I mean, he was averaging like probably anywhere from 800 to 2,000 views per video. Sometimes he'd get like 5,000 depending on what it was he was doing. But like that one's got like 300, like literally 300,000 views. Like in the last month, he's had like 500,000 views on his channel. Like that's awesome. That's crazy cool. So,
yep. Oh, I got an Etsy order. It's my third Etsy order in the last 24 hours. It's starting to rock. I just hit 600 in my Etsy store. I'm kind of excited. 600
sales? No, 600. Wait,
600 listings.
600 listings. Gotcha.
No, I'm over 1,000 this month in sales on. Yeah. Super excited.
So Deborah wants to know, can I put the names of both my eBay stores on my thank you card inserts? Yeah, why not? Yeah, totally. No problem. You need a Captain and Tennille or Elton and Kiki D super chat song. Cheryl, I'll have to think of Don't Go Super Chat My Heart. Is that one of their songs?
Who? Captain Tennille?
Captain Tennille or Elton John and Kiki D super chat. Who does the Don't Go Breaking My Heart song? Don't go breaking my heart. Only be like
Captain and Tennille?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. God.
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, rethink the sidekick thing because you're not really supporting me right now.
I sing all the time, Sherry. I just don't sing on the show.
Yeah, see, Elton John and Kiki D, Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Who's Kiki?
I was picking up what they were laying down.
Good for you. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Man, you guys, I'm telling you, she's in a mood today. She's in a real mood. We better have some good questions because I'm taking time out of my day.
Really?
I need to be working.
I did not say that. I'm taking time out of my day.
I'll give you a high five.
Talk to the hand.
I'll give you another high five.
Screw you.
Anyway.
What do you have here? Okay, so Gretchen has a question. What are the recommended January or February items to look for? Exercise, sweaters and jackets. I don't really source based on the time of the year personally, and I don't think Katie does either.
So yeah, hold on a second. Sherry, it says that I make you sound like a brat. I am totally,
she totally does.
I am totally giving her a hard time.
See, she's making me sound like a total. I don't get me wrong. I am a bitch, Sherry, but I mean, I don't really sound like that. She's being rotten.
Anyway, continue with your answer. Sorry, talking about sourcing for seasons.
Yeah, sourcing for the season. I don't really source for the season personally, but I do know that exercise clothing definitely sells strong in January and February. Everybody with their New Year's resolution needs to get them some new yoga pants and sneakers and things like that. Sweaters and jackets are always good in the winter. Anything that has to do with organizing, that's actually right. Retro Dottie, organizing baskets, calendars. And then you start getting to the spring. People get into that mood of spring cleaning and organizing when they're taking down their Christmas stuff. So that kind of stuff all tends to sell well. Think about what you're doing in your house, what things are that you're buying. Chances are other people are buying in that time of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I know that a lot of people, there are a lot of sellers out there who do put thought into this and how, and like seasonal stuff. And I know that Rally Roots talks about this and stuff, but to be honest, like I'm similar to Vicky. Like I just don't, I really don't put a lot of focus into different things seasonally. Now, of course, like this morning I had like 3 different Christmas things that really quick I took pictures of and listed it, of course, because it's just before Christmas. But I'm going to keep listing the same stuff year round, and I just don't really worry about it. Now, I will say for me, because of the type of stuff that I sell, that's okay because people are kind of like collecting, vintage streetwear stuff all the time. So it doesn't really make that much of a difference. What are you smiling at? What's somebody saying there's making me smile?
I'm laughing at both Gretchen and Nature Girl, their comments. So yeah, I mean, I sell, like, I listed a bunch of Christmas stuff this week because I sourced a bunch of it because it's abundant right now. So I listed a ton, and I've already sold 4 or 5 things that I've listed in the last day or 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Gretchen said my personality is why she felt that I could take you when she saw the dire warning on the Crockpot.
It's true. It's true.
Nature
Girl says, Vicky, how do you keep a straight face with Katie around?
I don't.
Easily.
I don't usually she makes me laugh every day. I say this all the time. She makes me laugh every single day. She also drives me absolutely.
I'll be driving her crazy,
freaking batty, but she makes me laugh.
I'll be driving her nuts, and I'll be able to see that I'm irritating her. And then it's like at some point I'm able to it's like I take her to that point where she's irritated, and then I'm able to take her over the edge. But then she giggles, like I make her laugh, and so then she can't help it. So, but here's the thing, guys. Okay, with the crock pot. If you open the lid while it's cooking, it drops like 10 to 15 degrees. You lose like an hour of cook time, and it's just better if you leave it alone. So I was the one making our dinner. I come in and I'm like, hey, would you promise me that you won't open the crock pot or mess with it at all? And she says, oh, well, I probably won't. Probably? Probably? So clearly it was a good thing I said something, because probably means she would have like been going to the kitchen like, oh, that smells really good. I'm looking there. Then we would have like later on eaten and had like tough roast. And I'd be like, what happened? What did you do? You probably ruined dinner for everyone. Probably.
Jesus, I'm deaf.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Katie drives me catty. She drives me crazy.
Yes, we have an Instant Pot.
Yes.
I just don't use it.
She doesn't use it, but I do.
The thing is, like, I get that the Instant Pot works. I get that it works, and it cuts everything down, the time wise and stuff like that. Personally, I like in the morning. I mean, I know it's not like you use the crock pot all the time or the Instant Pot, but when I do something like a roast, I like the whole thing in the morning where you get it all ready, you put everything in there, and then it's like all day long you get delicious smells, and it's like there's that build up to like this yummy dinner that you get to have later on. So I feel like the Instant Pot kind of takes that away. And the thing is, with the Instant Pot versus the crock pot, you're putting in the same amount of work because you do.
Yeah, one is just faster than the other.
One's more like, I feel like, yeah, you're somebody who works all day and you come home and you gotta make dinner for the family. You want to do a pot roast. You got your Instant Pot. Great. It makes no difference. If I want to do it in the morning, I can do it in the morning. If I had to put it off till later in the day, then I can do the
Instant Pot is great if you realize about an hour before it's time to eat that you haven't defrosted anything and you've got nothing to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like about that. So Jennifer Buckeye Mom asked, what does sales look like at the end of December once it's too late to get items in time for Christmas? Is it totally dead, or do you not see much difference? This is our first Q4. I will say that last year on Christmas Day, I had like a $600 day.
Mhm.
So for me, December and January are equally as big in most cases.
Yeah.
So depending on what you sell, I don't think it slows down. I think you'll see a little bit of a slowdown a couple of days before Christmas, but a lot of people shop on Christmas Day.
I had a really good
Christmas
sales
week.
day last year on Christmas Day, and then the month after was great because people get money, they get gift cards, or they've been like constantly busy all the way up to leading to Christmas, and then finally they get to decompress and they're like, I want to spend some money on myself.
Yeah, people do that for sure. And then let's see.
I saw a question somebody had. You just like went down and we missed it. What's that one right there?
Sunny asked, I have a question today. I sold an item and then the buyer emailed me to send it to a different address than his registered address. What would you do?
This is going to happen a lot during this time of year, guys.
Just go ahead and send it.
Hold on. For the most part, I mean, if it's like you just sold a brand new iPhone and then they were like, oh, by the way, I want you to send this to this other address, okay. But if it's like you sold a used sweatshirt, like I just sold a sweatshirt and somebody was like, can you send it to this other address? And it was clearly like their son or grandson.
Right. It depends on what it is. I mean, if it's a board game, it's a gift item, whatever your threshold of dollar amount is, here's the thing. That's going to happen quite a lot this time of the year. They're going to forget to change the ship to address. Don't refund, make them change the address and make them repurchase. That's a pain in the ass. You're making your customer jump through hoops. Chances are they're not sitting on their phone or their computer 24/7 and being able to figure out how to do that. If they could have, they probably would have done it in advance.
Right.
So don't make it harder for your buyer. You want to just complete the sale and send it where they tell you to send it. It's not that big of a deal. Your protection through eBay is their message. Your only issue, that is the only issue, which is why Katie said that about an iPhone, is if they decided to do a chargeback through PayPal at some point, it would not have been delivered to the confirmed address. So you'd lose your seller protection with that. You'd have to fight it. You may not lose it entirely, but you have to fight it. So here's the thing. If it's a normal everyday item, don't sweat it, just send it. If it's a high priced electronic item, or a Wii, or a Nintendo Switch or something like that, then I would actually make them jump through the hoops. But
like I had it happen like earlier this year when I sold a bunch of stuff to one guy for it was like $1,200 in New York. First of all, it took forever for him to pay. I didn't know if he was going to ever pay. He finally pays, and then right after he says, "Oh, I put the wrong address in. Could you send it to this other address?" And I was like, no way. So I basically was just like, listen, it's really important that I have your correct address. So we had to cancel the sale, and then I had to have him rebuy it and put the correct address in, just because I'm sorry, it was a $1,200 order, and I just felt I needed more protection than that. So, and then there never was a problem with it, so it was fine.
All right, so let's see. Love Teresa's comment. Yes, she's working all by herself this weekend. I am not. We actually have a 50th birthday party to go to tonight, and then I have brunch with a friend of mine tomorrow. But otherwise, we're pretty much working the whole weekend. It's just, this is the time of year it has to happen.
Yeah. I have so much, I have so much stuff. I'm going to be photographing for the rest of today and pretty much all day tomorrow. I'll get some listing in a little bit just to get there. But I got 120 items this last weekend. And then I just got that box full of stuff, which really was about 80 items. And then I had some other stuff from when we sourced like a week ago. So I have probably like 250 items that I have to photograph. It's like, I need to get stuff listed. I need to, if I'm, maybe it's not all going to be ready to go for Christmas, but people are spending money right after. So
we got some people, Wild Y fan, ho, 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 just saying hello and happy holidays. Ho, 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 back at you. Let's see. Jennifer, yeah, you're going to, if you sell a lot of things like mine, just a wide variety of items, you're going to have a good December and January.
Yeah.
So.
Going on Grumpy, Barb says, hey, sorry I'm late. Barb, you better be sorry. Okay. Next time, don't let us down like this.
Colorado Kid got some micro machines today.
What?
Nice.
Remember the micro machine commercials?
Yeah, I do. That was a nice score.
I can't do it, but I mean, it was pretty close. Except what was coming out of my mouth was nonsense.
Gretchen's like, all my kids came in under 2 hours. What is this 12-hour labor? She needs to walk or something. Hurry up. First baby.
Okay, so I have a question about that. What is considered actual labor? Because you start having contractions, you go to the hospital, but which part of it is the actual labor? Because like for my sister.
Once your contractions are closer than 5 minutes apart, you're considered an active labor.
Okay, because it's like, yeah, you're uncomfortable and it's not super fun, but it's not like you're pushing.
Seriously? Yeah, you're uncomfortable and it's not super fun. Spoken by someone who's never had a child.
Because you see, listen, because you see like in movies and stuff like that, or like obviously I've seen 3 births, firsthand. There's like the time when you're like pushing and it's like the screaming and whatever.
The contractions are just as painful as the pushing.
I understand. I understand. I'm just saying from what I have watched, like it's not 24 hours. When somebody says I have 12 hours of labor, they're not screaming and yelling for 12 hours straight.
No, when they're saying they have 12 hours of labor, it means they're having very close contractions for 12 hours.
Okay. But what, so it's under 5 minutes? Because like when my sister was in the hospital, it wasn't under 5 minutes. It was like they'd come like every, 10 minutes or so. Or
well, then she went to the hospital early. But
well, she was induced. That's why.
Okay, so that's why you had a whole long period. I was like, what? Oh, anyway.
What? So I don't get to talk about what labor feels like just because I haven't had any babies come out of my vagina?
No, you can't.
Whatever. I hear it can be a very wonderful.
Shut up. Anyway, Kara, that really irritates me too. When someone sends an offer and you accept based on the zip code because it's close, and then they ask to ship across the country. I hate it. That drives
Luckily,
me
it doesn't happen too often, but
it screwed me on a couple of orders. I get it.
The worst is when it happens when it says that they're in another country, and so I'm accepting an offer based on the idea that they are going to be paying for shipping. This has only happened like 2 or 3 times in 3 years, but then it's like I go to ship it and it's domestic. That is upsetting.
Oh, Lori, you sound like me. She had 17 hours, 5 minutes or less, not fun, and then an emergency C-section. Yeah. I'm with you. I did the same exact thing. My child went into fetal distress after 14 hours of hard labor. So I get it.
Yeah. Frenchie says it's like taking a big poop. And I will say, you know what? I kind of enjoy a nice big poop. So
oh my God.
Sounds like I've been missing out. Looks like I should have some kids.
Just stop. Just really stop. Sunny says, ever since she's been watching us, her sales have rocked up. Thanks for being awesome team with all your professional advice. It's helped tremendously.
Yay!
So, yay! That's what we want to hear. You're welcome. Jen, not super fun. Seriously.
Whatever.
Just stop.
I will say my sister did have epidurals for all of hers. So
and that means she wasn't in any pain at all. So there you go.
Not that she wasn't in any pain at all, but
no, there's no pain.
When you hear people who like are all like, I'm gonna have natural childbirth, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you have an option to not
you don't always have an option.
I understand you don't always have an option, but there are lots. Okay, I'm sorry. Am I crazy, or are there women out there who are very hell bent on having natural childbirth?
I had natural childbirth
by choice.
By choice.
Right. So don't say it's not always an option. No, you actually chose it as an option. You weren't trapped in a taxi cab on the freeway and forced to give birth naturally. You decided because you were a really stupid 17-year-old that you wanted to have a thing this big come out your vagina. And it turned out to be a big mistake. And they had to cut it out of you.
Oh my God.
Natural childbirth.
Anyway, what is the age difference between us? It's 4 years. I'm 43. She's 39. It's actually a little less than 4 years. She's going to be 40 in a few months.
That's true.
She's old.
Susan just busted out $1.99 super chat. Here comes super chat. Here comes super chat. Here comes super chat down super chat's lane. Here comes super chat. Here comes super chat. I love super chat. Chatty chat. That was a pretty good Christmas song, right?
That was
it's $1.99 worth.
She is not well.
Listen, I'm old. I'm not old, but I'm young in my heart. I'm like a good 12, 13 years old in my heart. Right? Whatever. Yeah, see? We're talking about how you're
you
old.
Can tell she's never had a child because that's why everybody thinks she's so much younger than me. She doesn't have all of the what teenagers cause to your face going on.
Yeah, I never had to deal with teenagers. I will say though, my sister had my nephew Isaac when she was a little older than you were when you had your kid. I think she was 18 when she actually gave birth. But anyway, so she came back home. What happened is my sister was a bit of a rebel in high school. She was a bit of a problem. I was a good kid, which really only means that I knew how to pick my battles, and I knew to.
And you were better at sneaking around.
And I knew how to not get caught.
You didn't get caught.
But okay, I didn't really ever do anything that would have gotten me in trouble. And very rarely when I did, I just wouldn't get caught because I was a little smarter. My sister was more emotional and would kind of just do her own thing. And very rebellious. She was the one that like would run away and stuff like that. So my dad decided that he would send her to Christian college up in Canada, she goes to the Christian college, finds herself the bad boy of the Christian college, and ends up coming home pregnant. So she was home, and
It's always the bad girls that go to Catholic school and Christian school. I'm telling you, I went to Catholic school.
Yeah. Actually, I think I was 17 when Isaac was born. So I was there for a lot of Isaac's first years, and because it was kind of like the whole "it takes a village" kind of thing. There was a lot of us kind of pitched in.
You didn't have to deal with,
but I did not. But I did not have to deal with teenagers. That is very true. That is very true.
There's a big difference.
No, I totally agree. I don't need to have
teenagers. Are rotten.
There's a reason why I do not have any kids, guys.
Teenagers are rotten. Boys and girls, they're just rotten.
Yeah, yeah. Amy says that her 11-year-old thinks I'm hilarious. That's pretty cool. Kids usually like me.
There is a reason why little kids and puppies and kittens are cute. Because people would drown their young if they were not cute. If your child was born as a teenager.
You think that's true?
Oh. If your child was born as a teenager,
that would hurt. That would hurt.
Not only would it hurt,
that would be painful.
But the world would just stop procreating. The world would just stop as it. Yeah, no way.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Nobody would have children if they were just teenagers.
Fair enough. Oh, Gretchen, did she try to pull the Immaculate Conception excuse? No, funny. She did not. No, she did not. Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see.
I'll send one which laces. I'll send my Katie, my teenager, for a week.
No,
yeah, thanks. But your teenager's Canadian. Doesn't that mean your teenager's a little bit nicer than the ones that we have here?
That's probably so, because Canadians, I've yet to meet a rotten Canadian, so I'm assuming that it counts for the teenagers too.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, guys, anybody have any other questions for us? This is a Q&A, AMA. Ask me anything. Ask us anything. Pretty much.
Yep, they're all cute when they're little. It's so true.
We do get to go home.
Puppies, babies, love them all.
Yeah, we're going to my parents the weekend after Christmas, so we're gonna get to see all of the kids. The kids that we don't have to have full time.
I got to see my kid. If anyone watched the show on Wednesday, my kid was here.
Gretchen, good point. Bieber is Canadian, so he kind of there are some asshole Canadians. He is a snotty little jerk, so that's for sure. Oh, Kelly, good question. Bread, what kind? Rye, sourdough, wheat?
Sourdough.
Love a good sourdough. I wouldn't say that sourdough is my favorite, but of those three options, I love sourdough. When I was going to grad school in New York, one of the sad things, other than the fact that I couldn't find a good taco or burrito to save my life,
no sourdough,
is there's no sourdough. So you go to have breakfast at one of the delis and you could not get sourdough toast. Because I always, anytime I go somewhere I'm going to have toast, I always want sourdough toast. Nope, no sourdough toast. I don't know why they're so anti-sourdough. It's good stuff.
Because it's made in San Francisco.
Well,
mostly.
So the thing is,
I don't know why
other places are capable of making sourdough.
All right. So I don't know why they don't sell it on the East Coast. They just don't. They just don't. One witch lady says we've disowned Bieber. We don't admit he's Canadian.
Yeah.
All right. So Colorado Kid, do you charge sales tax on eBay? If so, how do you charge? I charge sales tax in Nevada only because I have a Nevada reseller license. So I collect sales tax in the state of Nevada. If I sell something in Nevada, you automatically put in your, when you're setting up your business policies, you put in the tax rate and the state that you're going to charge it in. So my customer will pay that. And then I remit the sales tax quarterly, which means I do a report quarterly online. And usually I'm only selling like 2 or 3 items to Nevada a quarter. And sometimes I'm submitting them like $6 a quarter, or sometimes it's 10. It's not a large amount. You don't need to collect sales tax in any other state other than the state that you live in. And there are a few states that are collecting sales tax, and eBay's taking care of that for you. You don't have to do anything about it.
Yeah, they don't sell on the Etsy. There's states that collect sales tax for Washington. I know that's one of them. But oh, Kara, French toast. I love me some French toast. I am all about French toast. French toast.
The challah French toast.
Yeah. When we go to get breakfast, which is is pretty much my favorite meal to go out for, I really like to get French toast. I like to get French toast, but I also like to have hash browns and sausage. So My favorite restaurants are the ones where they actually have like one of those good, like a really good combo plate where you can get French toast and sausage.
So Glow has a question. What do you do when you can't find a sold item? Do you refund to keep your shipping stats up, or does that hurt your other stats? Well, it's like not one or the other. It's actually both. So I would refund to keep my shipping stats the way they are. But if you refund because you can't find an item and you have to put out of stock, you do get a defect from eBay for that. So
if you get too many of them, it could be really bad eventually for your account.
Right. A couple of them here and there are not going to kill you. I think I've had to do it once or twice this year.
And they fall off after a certain amount of time.
A year, actually.
Yeah. So
unless you're,
a certain amount of time.
they fall off after a year unless you're selling 400 items or more. So within a 90-day period. So if it's a very inexpensive item and you can find it from another seller, the way that a lot of people will do that is they'll buy it from another seller and ship it to your buyer to protect your standing if you've had more than one of these or more than two of these. Otherwise, yeah, you definitely just need to cancel and refund and just take the hit. It happens to all of us.
Yeah.
It's not fun, but it does happen.
So Swift Seller says, I'm unable to list any more electronic items. Oh, is this one of those things where it's like you have a limit to how many you can list in a specific category? I've never had an issue with that, so I'm not really sure how to get that. Have you tried calling in to get your limits increased?
I would call eBay on that because I've never had limits. I still don't have limits on my account. I have an old eBay grandfathered account. I don't have any limits in any category. I could sell something like a bazillion items. I never will. I'll never hit them. But
chicken fried steak with eggs. Yeah, we're back to food again, guys. Because
hold on 1 second. There's some good questions up there, and then
sorry,
we're
talking about food. We're talking about food. I gotta have some bread in my belly, everybody. I'm so hungry.
Colorado Kid asked, if I pay sales taxes when I source inventory, do I still need to collect sales? There's a two paying sales tax when you purchase something. Has nothing to do with whether you sell it and collect sales tax.
Yes.
Those are two very separate things. If you have a reseller's license, which is depending on your state or your county, you definitely want to talk to an accountant about this, or I'm not sure where you live. But if you collect, if you're purchasing something, you can use your reseller's license to purchase to not pay sales tax on items. It just depends on what you're doing. I don't bother to do it unless I'm doing it at an auction or using it for purchases on Amazon or for retail arbitrage or something like that. But you can do that.
Laura L just busted out a $4.99 super chat and says, thank you for all that you share with us. Laura, thank you very much for the super chat. We'll do a little bit of super chat. Super chat. She's super chat. Yeah. Spalack. You like that? Somebody asked, Junk Girl wants to know if either of us eat grits. You don't like grits.
I eat grits like cream of wheat. I like them with like brown sugar and like raisins and things like that. So
with Southern food, I love like some good cheesy grits with like cheesy garlicky grits are delicious, but I like them either way. So if they're made well.
There's another question up there.
I don't know where we're going.
Okay, so scroll down a little more. Do either of you give personal time to newcomers on eBay? We do, actually. If you're in our Facebook group, our boss Facebook group that we are in with Teresa's group, the link is down below. We actually welcome newcomers in that group, and all of us answer questions and spend a lot of time with Teresa questions. Teresa loves
AKA
newbies.
T-Money says she loves newbies. She loves helping people that are new to the platform. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Rib grits. Yeah. I love some Southern food too. Just saying.
I'm not into.
She says she's not into Southern food. I'm like, I don't even.
No, I didn't say I'm not into Southern food. I'm not into Southern grits. I don't like them with butter and things like that. I'm not into that.
But you've also talked about like, you're kind of like when we talked about going to eat somewhere, if it's like something that's like a Southern place, you're not really that into it, which I'm like.
That's not true. I don't like crawfish. That's about it.
Well, I'm not taking anywhere to get crawfish.
They look like little.
Yeah.
They look like little bugs.
Yeah. One Witch Lady, what are you hoping Santa brings for Christmas? I don't really care. I mean, I'm not. I guess one thing I would love to be getting is a turntable to play my records on. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get that. Maybe I won't. And if I don't, I'll get one myself. I'm sure I'm gonna get a cool T-shirt or two, probably. Maybe some socks. I don't know.
Some socks.
I don't know. I was thinking earlier today that I think I'm going to ask for my birthday. I want a guitar. So I think I'm gonna have to start.
You want a guitar and a very expensive birthday party? I do remember.
I did not ask for a very expensive birthday party. You are nuts.
You want to rent
I did
out?
No. I said so they just opened, or they're just opening an adult roller rink here where they actually serve alcohol and have live bands, stuff like that. What I said was, I did not say, hey, would you throw me a really expensive birthday party? No, I said we should find out how much it would cost to rent the place out for a night for not just my birthday, but Dana has the same. Her birthday's a day different from mine. And I was like, we could go in together, rent the place out, but have everybody who attends pay like $20. All I said was, let's find out how much it costs. Because if it costs so much that everybody paying $20 would mean we would only have to pay barely anything, then yeah, let's do it. I did not say I want an expensive birthday party.
Her birthday is in April and she's going to be 40 and Dana is going to be 50.
Yeah.
So, and their birthdays are a day apart. So yeah, they're going to discuss whether they want to combo their birthday.
But like, how cool, first of all, because we went roller skating for somebody's birthday this last year. Whose was it? I don't remember. Anyway, we had a roller skating
party.
It
wasn't for birthday. It was just for the heck of it.
And, you know, I'm fine with kids, but it is like, it gets a little crazy. Like you're trying to roller skate, especially if you're not like that great at it. You've got kids like flying in and out. It's just kind of annoying. And they don't serve alcohol there. And it's just like, so being able to go to like a really cool one where it's only adults and you can have a beer and you can hang out. And then like you have a live band playing. Cause I really want to have a yacht rock band playing. So I think it'd be pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Do we have a P.O. box that they can send a Christmas card? No, we don't right now. We keep saying that we need to get one and we do. But if you just email us, I'll send you an address you can send it to. So
Kate, yeah, Sunny, she's throwing her list out there now, but you know what? All of her Christmas gifts have already been purchased. So
they asked a question. I can't win today, you guys. I was asked a question about what I was hoping to get. I don't really care. Either way, it's fine. I'm going to get whatever I get and it's going to be fun. And I actually had to like have her hide in the other room so that I could bring in one of her Christmas presents that I have.
I don't even know what I want for
hidden
Christmas.
Behind the couch. So no bitching about the couch being pushed away from the wall.
Okay.
Because it's
I didn't
like
even notice it until you said that.
Tomorrow you're going to be like, oh, what's going on over there? Right here. Find that couch. Didn't you just clean this up?
I'm seriously going to punch her right in the face.
Maybe I have some good questions. Ooh, I got her snorting, you guys. That's what I know I'm doing pretty good. Anyway.
I don't even know what I want for Christmas. I you know what? Look at what I already have. What do I need for Christmas?
You guys. I have gotten her some super cool presents that I think she's going to like. I have one present that I bought part of it, but I have to make the rest of it. And I think it's going to be the real winner of the Christmas season. I think that maybe I'll have you open it during a live show.
Oh,
this one particular present.
Maybe.
I think you're going to like it a lot. So
right, Teresa, what more could I want or need? Look at what I already have. Come on now.
This is like the present you get every day.
Lucky me. There was a question about $6 tees. Going on the $6 tees, do you need to get a size larger? They fit well, and do they shrink?
The men's mediums fits like I just know that
they fit the way they're supposed to. Yeah,
for sure.
And I thought they were good quality.
She got me a couple of girl ones, and I
got you like 6 or 8 shirts total, and like half of them were. Well, maybe 2 of them were girl fit.
A couple, 2 were girl fit, and I didn't like the way they fit. But that's just because I don't wear girl fit t-shirts. So the mediums, the men's medium fit me really well, and that's the size I like to wear. Yeah. So. Yeah. Teresa. Oh yeah, Teresa. Now you're being nice to me. Now you're being nice. Yes, it's the same present that you get. So.
Oh.
Yes, there is. I think it's going to be the winner of the coolest.
Do we have to open it? Maybe we should open them together on air.
Yeah, we could do it that way.
You have to send Teresa hers, and she can't open it.
Okay, yeah. We'll see if I can get it shipped there in time. I'm to get it done in the next few days,
and then we can open it together on air. How's that? And then let's see. Most disappointing Christmas gift?
No line.
Yeah, I know yours too.
I'll tell you mine. So when this could be shocking to you guys, but when I was a kid, I was a bit of a tomboy, and I was really into Transformers. because this would have been like in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I was really into Transformers, and I was like thinking like, ooh, I can't wait to see what Transformer. My parents, I wasn't spoiled when I was a kid, but I didn't feel like I was deprived. But we didn't get like a lot of presents. We get like one or two things, like a couple of things. So I was just like, ooh, I wonder what Transformer I'm going to get this year. And I got for Christmas a Rainbow Bright doll and some clothes. I remember it was a Minnie Mouse shirt and some stretch pants. I cried. I was really, really sad because it's like you get a present and it's like I got a Rainbow Bright doll. I wasn't like, they didn't throw a fit or anything like that, but I did cry because I was really sad about it. And I never forgot. But I learned my lesson, because then a few years later, I really, really wanted a Super Nintendo. And let me tell you, like I said, we weren't spoiled. My parents didn't spend a lot of money on us for presents. And so getting like a whole game system was kind of a stretch to expect that my dad would actually do that. So what I did was, probably about a month or two after Christmas, I started every Sunday showing my dad, like circling the Super Nintendo, because it'd be on sale like every single.
You totally did a Christmas story like Red Ryder BB.
Oh, it was all I talked about for a good 10 months. So I basically put my dad in the position where he could not get me anything else because he knew how sad I would be. So I got myself my Super Nintendo, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Played the shit out of some Zelda, man, and some Super Mario World and little Donkey Kong Country.
All right, we had a question there by Jack Jill about retail arbitrage and about Amazon FBA and do we mentor? I don't do Amazon FBA, and neither does Katie.
You don't want us mentoring you.
You wouldn't want us mentoring you for that.
Teresa might. So I don't know if Teresa. I don't know if she does enough on Amazon that she mentors people around that, and she eBay is kind of like where her heart is. But she does do a lot on Amazon personally for a business, and she might be able to throw out some names. I don't know. I'm sure there are people out there. There's a lot of like people out there who claim to know what they're doing and will make you pay for courses and all this stuff. But Teresa might know some people who are legit.
I would, and as far as for me, the worst Christmas gifts, anything that has my name on it, I've usually gotten spelled incorrectly. So. And Katie can probably say the same thing, because Katie's name is Katy, and it's not short for Kathleen or Catherine or anything like that. It's Katie is her full name. My name's Victoria, which is, always spelled correctly. But if someone wants to call me Vicky, it's Vikki. And I have received things personalized with my name spelled every which way from Sunday, and incorrectly many times, especially by people that really know me, like friends and family members that spell your name wrong. That's kind of bullshit. Like that's not fun.
Yeah.
So
Martha wants to know, how long after you two met did Katie start acting, well, strange? I think I did it right in that when she met me in person, she hated my haircut. She hated the clothes I was wearing, because I was wearing like a ridiculous outfit, because I was wearing like this really ugly Hawaiian shirt and like this horribly clashing green shorts. But it was like, because we were going to be going to a tiki bar and we were supposed to dress up and stuff. And so I was wanting to be funny. But anyway, so she hated everything I was wearing. The first night we hung out, I was somewhat intoxicated. So really, usually it's like you put your best foot forward.
And we weren't dating, mind you. We were just friends.
No, but usually it's like you put your best foot forward. She she apparently she liked me despite all of those things. So I'm like, whatever. I was pretty much acting the way I act now from day one.
Pretty much
when you met me.
Dorothy said,
"You knew what you were getting into. Don't act like you're surprised now."
Dorothy, you were there for that outfit.
And I will say, when I think I put a post up on Facebook of like, "Hey, here's the outfit I'm thinking of wearing," and I believe my grandma responded.
It wasn't a date, Susie. I promise.
I believe my grandma posted her response to my outfit was, "No."
Just no.
So I went ahead and wore it.
Jen, have I ever seen Steel Panther? Several times. I love Steel Panther. Let's see. There was another question back there on something, but I think I missed it.
What?
It was actually a business question.
I don't know.
The title of this got the attention. No pants. It's just No Pants Friday. We don't.
No Pants Friday.
She doesn't wear pants.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't wear pants every day, pretty much. I'm not seeing any questions. So if you have a question that didn't get answered, go ahead and say it again. Let let's see.
Oh, Jen, go see them if they're coming there tomorrow. They're fun. It's a fun time. It's different every time. They actually are very talented musicians that have turned this whole show into a shtick, and it's pretty funny. It's a good time. I like their original songs better than their covers, but most people aren't familiar with their originals, so they kind of mix it up. Some of it's covers, a couple of originals.
Yeah. Oh, somebody said this is Culligan. Someone said this is on my recommended list. I don't even know what it is. Well, I don't know, but for some reason, I don't know. Have you been like Googling no pants? I don't like pants. Get these pants off of me. That's not my fault.
Here we go. Jennifer, question. What do you do if an international package tracking shows it at customs since November 9th? What responsibility does the buyer have? It's all on the buyer at this point.
If it's at customs? Oh,
if it's in customs. The customer in Belgium opened a case in PayPal. That's your problem. Okay, so they opened it in PayPal and not with eBay. eBay will side with you all day long. PayPal, you're going to need to call. If you can show tracking that it's in customs, you've done your job. They need to pick it up and pay their import fees.
Yeah.
But you need to call, and definitely call, because if you just let it go, PayPal is going to close it, and they're probably going to close it in their favor because PayPal tends to do that. They just automatically close. So get on the phone and deal with PayPal, but it is on the buyer's onus to pick it up and pay their customs fees. If it shows that it's in customs, you've done your job. And thank you. That was what I was looking for, was the question from Juliana.
So Jack Jill says, what do you wish you knew at the start that you know now of retail arbitrage? Thanks for answering my other question. Well, you don't do retail arbitrage.
I don't do retail arbitrage. Every time I try, I fail miserably. It's a reality.
To be honest, like this isn't just about like retail arbitrage. It's pretty much just about what we do in general. I think you kind of have to go through the whole learning process. You're not going to know everything when you start. There's plenty of things that you're going to look back and be like, oh, why did I even do that? But it's all about like going through the experience to learn. I would say probably what I would advise people to do from the very beginning is to take advantage of all the knowledge that is out there, and like find yourself a really strong community of people. You know, there's a lot of different groups out there. There's a lot of people out there. You don't need to be paying anybody to get information. There's so much of it out there that's free. Especially if you're just starting out, you probably don't have a lot of money to spend, and it's hard to know, like, who do I pay that's going to actually be able to help me in the way that I need to be helped. So,
and not to say that there are not very reputable sellers and educators that do charge for special classes and things like that.
No, it's
because
true,
there are,
but there's no standard for, I guess there's no standard. Like if you're somebody who just came into this community and you just started selling, how do you know? Like, I think, Rally Roots, they're awesome people, and they do a course that they're just starting a new one.
Yeah, they do
quarterly.
I think.
And I 100% support them in what they do. And I don't think anyone's throwing their money away that is paying them to learn more from them.
No.
But if you're a new seller who just has come onto the scene, you don't know them from this other guy who's charging, or this other guy who's charging, or this other couple who's charging. Like, there's a lot of them out there who are charging, and I'm just saying,
there's a lot of information out there.
Take advantage of the free information that's out there as you learn the community and get to know who the different players are, and you kind of can get a feel for who might know what they're talking about, who might not know what they're talking about.
Who speaks to you? That's it too. I mean, part of it is, you're not going to connect with every person that you know that is an educator, every person you meet that is an educator. Find people that speak to you and give you information that is good. People that are transparent, people that will, tell you their numbers, that don't just talk at you, that try to teach you how to do something, not just to do it, but how and why. Go and join Facebook groups. There are many good Facebook groups. And of course, we think ours is great, but there are lots of Facebook groups that are excellent.
Don't let yourself if you find that the people or the groups that you're hanging out in are getting bogged down in negativity, get out, unless that's what you like, but I hope not. If it's all about bitching and complaining and whining about everything that's going wrong and everybody being out to get you, it's bad news, man. More positive, supportive people you have around you, because listen, there's always going to be problems. There's always going to be issues. Things are going to go wrong. Nothing in life or in business goes 100% right all the time. So what you want is people around you
that is free.
Yeah, and you want people around you who are going to help you navigate an issue, as opposed to just help you wallow in it.
There's some really good information out there that unfortunately didn't exist when I started. It didn't exist when Teresa started. We've both been on eBay for so long that there was no Facebook, there was no YouTube, there was no such thing as groups. We had the message boards on eBay, which were antique back then, even though they're still pushing us to use them now, but they were antique back then, never mind now.
She had to walk barefoot through the snow 10 miles a day just to get to the post office, guys, back in her day. So just saying. So Christina wants to know, how do you get signed up for the simple export rate on Pirate Ship? Once you're signed up for Pirate Ship, just send them an email, or when you are on their site, there's actually a little thing down at the bottom that says like chat now or chat or whatever. And you can just type it in the chat and just say, hey, please add me to the simple export rate program. And they'll generally do it like within the day, sometimes within the hour. So it's pretty quick. And then somebody, Skyscraper Publishing, wants to know, how much do you net monthly? Well, if you follow us, we always run through our numbers on our Sunday show, Sunday Live Haul. And then we didn't do it this last Monday because we had such a crazy weekend. But Mondays, we usually put our weekend numbers out.
And we talk about our gross, our net, our cost of goods, all of that.
But generally, we both, even though we have separate stores and we sell somewhat different things,
we net about
really close to about 65% net over what we sell.
And our stores are listed on the bottom. You can go and snoop our stores and see what we sell. We don't have anything hidden.
It's different during different times of the year, but right now in the busy season, we're both, well, she's like hitting 13,000 gross for the last 30 days, which is ridiculous. I'm definitely well over 10,000 for the last 30 days, and then netting 65% of that. So
Trisha asked, do I still sell on others on consignment? I don't anymore. I would if I were asked. I have not advertised that I do that in a while. I don't have any consignment clients at the moment, but when I did do it, I would advertise in local newspaper, back when people actually read newspapers. And I used to advertise through eBay itself. eBay used to have a category called the trading assistant, and a trading assistant was an endorsed consignment seller by eBay. And there was a whole section where you could find someone in your area. And how did I charge for my services? I would only do local, and I would pick up the item, and I would do a spreadsheet for my customer, and I have a contract, and it would be a 50-50 split. And I would take the fees out of my 50%, which I would do differently these days. I would take the fee. It'd be 50-50 of the net now. But that was back when I started. Fees were a lot less than they are now. So,
yeah, Keelan.
And I also did how to sell in consignment, but looking for items of higher dollar value. So I would do multiples for customers, but I would not take anything individually that was worth less than $100 resale, because I'm not. If my average selling price is $40 and change on my own, why would I be doing it for someone else, doing the work for someone else for, less money?
Right. I hear you. Keelan Kisses said that she would shat herself if she had 13,000 a month. I mean, that's definitely because it's fourth quarter right now, and we worked really hard leading up to
9,000, 10,000, 11,000, and 13,000 for the past 4 months. Yeah. So it's definitely going up a lot.
And I'm not up at the level you are right now. You're selling like crazy right now. Left and right.
You're welcome, Trisha. If you have any other questions about consignment, feel free to send me a message. I can even send you a sample of my contract that I use for consignment sellers.
Yeah. Actually, I think I'm over like 11,000. So together, I think we're hitting the 25K mark for the last month. It's kind of crazy. Hello.
What'd you say? I'm sorry. I was reading. I'm sorry.
I said I'm actually over 11,000. So together we should be just pretty close to 25K for the last month. And I think that's pretty impressive. I do think, for considering we're doing pretty much all one-offs.
The Skyscraper asked, how much do you make from your YouTube videos? Well, here's the thing. YouTube is not a lot of money. If you have
it's not a lot of money, or it's not a lot of money.
It's not a lot of money. So if you have a large amount of followers and a large amount of people that view your videos, you can do very well. Realistically, we make about $500 a month.
Yeah. But I mean, really, it's like we're at about 5,000 subscribers. That's pretty small potatoes. Like, if you think about it, I actually was surprised at how much you can make from just from ad revenue on YouTube. Because you think about like whatever YouTubers you watch, not just in the reselling world, there's ones out there who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Right.
And it's like they're making way more than like a normal full-time living just on ad revenue from YouTube.
To tell you guys what we don't have a problem being full disclosure, but $500 a month, and we put 6 hours plus a week into this for content. It's really not that bad.
Yeah, because we do the live videos now. Like, if you look at like like especially like Rally Roots, like they do their like one live video a week, but they do like multiple pre-recorded videos, and a lot of them are like highly edited, and it's like that takes a lot of time.
It's a lot of
like
time.
one video,
hours.
One video even that doesn't have any editing in it. It's just like trimmed up, and like just the uploading and like all it. Seriously, it ends up taking 2-3 hours just to do a 15-minute video. And like the amount of editing that like Ryan does on his, it's way more than that. So they're investing a lot. And that's part of why we do the live videos. We love to interact with you guys. But plus it's like we have like our YouTube isn't our job. It supplements our income, but we have jobs. And so for us,
we actually do it because we really like you guys and this,
well, yeah, for sure.
We like to educate. So it's not, we definitely don't do YouTube for the money. Let's put it that way. It does not pay enough for this to be worth it, if that was all we were doing it for.
Well, yes, absolutely. And I would love it. Like for me, it definitely is a goal of mine. I would love to someday be at a point where it does bring in another decent amount of income to supplement our income. Because, we go, just like everybody else, we go through the slow times of the year, reselling and stuff like that. But it's like we have to focus on our regular business. And so that's why we do live videos, because it's like we can spend an hour and a half and that's it for one video.
What other ways do we make money? Skyscraper, that's not enough. We work really hard. So actually the way that we make money is eBay, Amazon,
Etsy,
and a little bit of YouTube.
eBay, Etsy. I mean, my Etsy, like I'm at 3,000 for the last 30 days on Etsy. So I'm doing pretty good with Etsy. So eBay, Etsy are the main things. And then YouTube are the three for me, but you also have a little bit of Amazon.
Very little,
like
Amazon.
Very little. But really it's just eBay, Amazon, and YouTube is the only thing that's really bringing anything in.
And let's see.
Yeah, I wanted to add YouTuber onto my resume.
That's it. What happens if your consignment item gets returned? Do you take the money back from your client? Yes, sometimes, or I just take it and resell it. And then it's my item at that point because the client's already been paid on it. It depends on what it is. So basically I would do a 45-day lag period between when the item sold and when I would pay out my consignment client. So I would pay my consignment clients once a month, and I would pay them on the 15th of the following month. So it was about a 45-day lag time. So by then, anything that was going to be returned or anything that had been damaged in shipping or anything like that had already been taken care of.
Yeah.
So,
Shamrock Pixie, did you first start your channel to document your journey in reselling? So what happened is I was one of the Shine Award winners in 2017 in the Rising Star category. And so when that happened, it's like eBay was really awesome about it was like I felt like I had my little 15 minutes of fame. I went to open. I felt like a little mini celebrity. It was super awesome. And so I started my channel then just because I was like, I really want to do something a little bit more. And I didn't really have a good idea of like what I was going to do with my channel. And then we got together and I was, planning on moving here during fourth quarter last year. And so I started kind of documenting that, but I really didn't have a good idea of what I was going to do. And a lot of people will sit there and plan before they actually like launch a channel. And I was like, whatever, it'll happen naturally. It'll organically develop into whatever it's going to be. And I'm just gonna have to figure out what that is, but I'm just going to go for it. And so if you go to like the very early part of the channel, it was when it was just me, and it was very sporadic and like just random stuff here and there, and like trying to document like my move from Oregon to Vegas. And it wasn't until like probably early spring of this year is when we started to do it turned into the channel that it is now. Because I think we did our
you started doing haul videos, and you wanted.
I think we did our first haul video in March.
Yep.
Or maybe February.
March or April. She was doing mostly the stuff herself, and I would pop in occasionally. But it was her channel. It was something she wanted to do, not something I had ever wanted to do. And then we started doing haul videos together because she sells only men's clothing, and she's like, "Well, you have more variety, so we definitely need more interest, in that case."
Yeah, it just makes it more interesting.
And then we just started doing almost everything together all the time. So.
And if you watch the videos of me by myself, I'm not as silly when I don't have anyone to play off of, because I need somebody right here who I need to be like, get somebody to, I want to get you to snort level laughter, because when you start going, it's like, then I know I'm like doing my job. But it's like way more fun. So that's what it kind of turned. And so basically like what I thought would happen is what happened. It organically kind of morphed into what it became and what it is now. And I like it that way. Like I like the way that it's progressed. I like the way that we built a following. I feel like most people that take part in our channel are invested in us and what we have to say. And it's just really fun. It's like our little family.
Let's see. Do either of you speak another language? I do not. I took about 9 years of French, and that has the sum amount of that is that I can read a very little bit, and I can understand it if you speak slow enough, and I speak it very, very poorly. Very exciting, I know.
Parlez-vous français?
Un petit. Et vous?
Jacques Cousteau.
That's about all she's got.
So I see, wait, somebody said, oh, so the Shining Star, I think Sunny said, heard me on the radio show. So eBay Radio, they recently ended eBay Radio this summer, and now it's a podcast, and it's called Selling on eBay, the Selling on eBay podcast. And so I was actually on that podcast like a couple weeks ago. Talked a little bit about, I think,
Latin. Sorry, that just made me laugh. That's about all I can do, Swift Seller.
But anyway, so I was on that. It was just me by myself. I wasn't funny at all. It was more just like me answering
You
questions.
weren't trying to be funny.
No, I wasn't. I'm just saying, like,
it was an actual interview.
Yeah, it was an actual interview. So you should check that out. They have a Facebook page, but they're also, you just Google them. Anyway, Thrifty Christie, $2 super chat. Thank you for the help, Vicky. I love you, girls. Yeah, I think you were helping her out with something.
Yeah, she was messaging me about an item she was looking for information on to list.
Super chat. Chez Super Chat Day.
I have PTSD from that.
Splack!
Freaking weirdo.
Deborah says, because I believed in myself. Yep, pretty much.
Gosh darn it.
You know, we were just having a conversation about this with Teresa. I was saying that so much of what like I've been able to accomplish, it's like, yeah, there's a certain amount of like skills and I guess intelligence and blah 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 to be able to be competent in the world and achieve things. But I think there's a lot of success that has to do with just believing in yourself and just knowing you can do it. Because the thing is, like, for whatever reason, I've always been somebody who I just assume I can do the things I want to do, and I'm going to be able to accomplish the things I want to do. So I go into everything with this mindset of like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can figure that out. And so what happens is because I think that way, I do the things that I want to do.
You do the things you do.
I go after the things I want to do. And so if I'm somebody who, if I don't think I can do something, a lot of times people who feel that way just don't try. And a lot of it just has to do with putting yourself out there, going after the things you want. And it also, exactly. And it also, when you have that mindset, that level of confidence comes across in the things that you do and how you interact with people. And so a lot of it just has to do with self-advocating. Being an advocate for yourself is huge. Like knowing that like you deserve to have certain things or deserve to have certain things go a certain way, but you have to do the work. You have to put the work in. You have to go after it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times the biggest obstacle people have is just not believing in themselves, unfortunately.
Glow, actually, she had originally thought that she was going to do a podcast and turned it into a YouTube channel. So that's might have been what she said. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I did. When I very first started with the YouTube channel, I was going to be doing a podcast, and then I ended up just
scrapping it.
I just realized
it was a good idea, but the better audience is YouTube.
And I would have hated having to like come up with like different guests every week and stuff like that.
Allison had a question. Can you bulk edit mobile friendly? Honestly, I've never tried. I really do very little on the mobile app. I think it's too glitchy.
No. What she's saying, she's talking about the mobile friendly. You know that you can, because if you, I don't know if you Google or whatever, I don't have it with me right now, but if you find that little snippet of code that needs to be in your HTML, you actually can go in and bulk edit that. I can't tell you off the top of my head how to do it, but yes, it is possible. You're kind of like adding it to.
Oh, Hip Flippin' Mama's here in the end. She's probably
it's like 2:19. Way late.
Okay, so last question. I think we're gonna do last question. Okay. Then you do have a giveaway for the people that are left. You said you wanted to do that. So Sunshine asked, if money was no object, where would be your ultimate vacation spot, and what would you want to do there?
Well, for me, I think we're probably going to be different, just because. I tend to like.
Apparently, we're going to break up if money was no object.
No, not at all. Because like we're going to go to Italy for our honeymoon. Because she really wants to go there, and I want to go too, but it's not necessarily my first choice.
Yes, but I really want a big wedding and you do not, so therefore that's why.
Right, I'm not complaining about it. I'm gonna have a good time. It's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It's just if I was on my own and I was gonna go somewhere internationally, Italy wouldn't be where I would pick. But I tend to really I love being completely out of my element and in a completely foreign place. So like I've been to Cambodia. I love Southeast Asia. I've been to Cambodia, Hong Kong, Nepal, Seoul, South Korea. Like I love like being so out of my element and then just having to like navigate that and like trying the food and meeting different people. And so to me, like going to just like a European country or going to like the UK doesn't sound like as exciting to me.
Well, it's if money were no object, where would you ultimate vacation?
I know. I don't know. Maybe like an African safari.
Okay. My cousin just did that. So she just came back. So for me, ultimate vacation would probably be a whole European tour, just because I've never been to Europe, even though we're going to go to Italy, but I would like to in depth visit all the different countries in Europe and see all that stuff. So European cruise, I might want to do the cruise, but I think the cruise is too limited. I would want more time than a cruise would allow. But if I were to live somewhere, if money were no object, I would probably live somewhere in like Playa del Carmen. And I love Mexico. So I love Mexico and I love the tropics. I love the Caribbean. So I would probably live somewhere like that if money were no object. And what would I do? I would do volunteer work. I would have to be doing something bigger than myself. So for me, if money were no object, I would be working with the communities I already work with, and I would just do it for free.
See, I think you would like Cambodia. And I am, after we go to Italy, I said the next time we travel internationally, I'm taking her somewhere in Asia, and I think I'll take her to Cambodia. I love it there. Yeah, Jennifer, Hong Kong. I was not an eBay seller when I was there. It was prior to my career as a reseller. But let's get to a giveaway, guys. I have one thing to give away. Let's get the likes up to 100. I know that there's only 52 now, but we've got like 130 people watching right now. So get the likes up to 100 because it's very important I give this away. Why? See,
Faded wants to go to fuck it.
It's called self-advocacy and believing in yourself. And I believe that we can get 100 thumbs up in order for me to give this shirt away. And this one over here, her first thing is, Matt's pushing it. That's a lot to ask.
Well, because I think half of the people that are on here have already given. We were only up to 140 today.
Okay. There are 50 people. There are easily 50 people in this chat right now, watching right now, who have not given a thumbs up.
All right,
you
think so?
Ye of little faith. See, look at her. She's a naysayer. She's a naysayer. Debbie Downer. Then you're gonna start telling us about feline AIDS? Probably. #1 killer of cats. All right, guys. Look at this. Look at this. So I just got this this last weekend, and so somebody needs to have this right here. Okay. This is an awesome kitty cat Christmas shirt. And it is a size 2XL. So please, whoever wins this, do not even try to win this unless you are going to wear it, because I demand a picture of you wearing this t-shirt.
Even if you're wearing it as a night shirt, if it's
I don't care. I just want a picture of you wearing the shirt. So seriously, look at this. Look at those kitty cats. Look at those beautiful green eyes. That's a cute kitty cat. That's a cute kitty cat right there. We're at 85 thumbs up right now. We just need 15 more.
There were a couple questions there. Katie, did you used to own cats? Yes, she grew up with cats.
Yeah, I grew up with cats. Let's see. I need a piece of paper. I'll write it on the back of this. Back of this price tag.
Well, we got 14 more. Let's go, people.
All right, so should we ask a question or do a number? What do you think? Should we just do? Let's just do a number. We'll just do a number. But you don't start answering yet because it won't count. And
who thumbs down? I don't know. We always have the same 2 or 3 thumbs down.
Yeah, people who couldn't handle us because we're too much to handle. It's all right.
It's all right.
Haters gonna hate. Okay, so we just need we need 8 more thumbs up.
8 more.
And I'm gonna do
Leoman's guessing already. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Do the same people thumb down? I don't know. You don't know who does it. Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Okay, we just need 5 more. I've got my number.
5 more. Oh, we
I've
got
got my
another thumbs
number.
down. Look at that. 4
I've got-
now. Ooh.
I don't think somebody wanted to join the club.
They want to be special.
Yeah. Anyway. We just need a couple more. Ooh, we just need 2 more, guys. 2 more.
98.
A friendly flea. What? Friendly flea just busted out a $5 super chat and was like, "Hey guys, what's up? I'm a flea, but I'm friendly. Don't worry about me. I won't suck your blood unless you say it's okay that I do so, and then I will, because I'm friendly." Maybe friendly flea is Canadian. I don't know. What do you think? Huh?
I think
What do
you're
you think?
a weirdo.
It's a friendly flea. Hey, a friendly flea would never take your blood without asking for permission first.
She wants the.
Okay.
Oh,
What?
and Leoman
Friendly-
too.
And then we got Leoman popping in and being like, "Oh, I'm just gonna lay down this super chat right now." Busted out the $5 super chat right along with the friendly flea. And then Leoman gets a little bit of this. "Here's your super chat. Here's your super chat. Woo, woo, woo. Here's your super chat. Here's your super chat. Woo, woo, woo. Here's your super chat. Here's your super chat."
Weirdo.
All right. I think people are saying that there's 100.
All
So
right, I
it's
guess-
not showing up on our screen yet, but it'll probably all of a sudden it'll jump up. Anyway, okay, guys, we're giving away this awesome 2XL. It looks like it's pretty much brand new. I mean, I thrifted it, but it doesn't look.
It is pretty crispy.
Somebody probably
It's
wore it like
crispy.
one time.
They probably didn't wear it. Actually, it doesn't
Yes,
feel
at
like it's
all.
been worn or washed. But
So it's
we
a
don't
2
guarantee that it's new without
It's
tags.
a 2XL. So either this fits you, or if it's a little big, you can totally belt it, make it into a dress.
That's a hideous dress.
Whatever. All right, here we go. This is what it's going to be. Now, wait till I say go, okay? And whoever gets the right number first on our screen, because it does come up in different orders on other people's screens, so I'm sorry if it's different for you. Hold on a second. First person, after I say go, to give the right number, and this is going to be between 500 and 600. That's where you're trying to get the right number. So go now. 500 and 600. Between 500 and 600, go now. Now.
She dressed funny the first time
Okay.
we saw each other, but it wasn't our first date.
Between 500 and 600, guys. Ooh.
Oh, and there it comes fast. Fast and furious. How do we have people that are under 500 and over 600?
I don't know. Jack Jones guessed 1. That's incorrect. You are incorrect.
You people are silly.
Ooh.
Oh, I saw one.
No, I saw it. They're really, really close. Do you think you saw it?
No, I saw the
I
really
keep
close
seeing-
one.
Come on, guys.
It's
Oh
too
man,
wide.
like you, huh? No, it's not.
All right.
There's like over 100 people here picking between 100 numbers. And they've been like 5 people have been one off.
And a bunch of people are not
Oh,
even
oh,
in the right area.
I just saw it. Mario.
The number was 502, Mario.
Woo, woo, woo. Mario, my email is down below. Look in the description of this video and we will send this out to you. We'll send it out tomorrow morning. So Mario, here you go. Nice work, guys. Good job throwing numbers out.
You guys are crazy.
Oh, somebody felt regret. They took away their thumbs down. So that's cool.
Oh, that's nice.
That's sweet. All right. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stop sending numbers. Stop having strokes here, guys.
Stop having strokes.
It's over. Anyway, thank you for
Oh,
watching.
DJ was put on a YouTube timeout. We didn't do it. We didn't time you out.
All right, guys. We love you. We'll see you later. And thanks for watching. It looks like people are having issues. I don't know. Anyway, we love you. We'll see you later. We'll see you on Sunday. Peace out. Get back to work. Whatever.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Have
Talk
a
to you
nice
later.
weekend.
Bye.
Bye.